Welcome to this practice for Pigeon Pose. So Pigeon Pose is a really good pose to help you if you suffer from any hormonal cortisol issues. So if your cortisol level is really high, you can't sleep, you're irritable, you have mood swings, this is a brilliant practice for you to do right now. So one of the fundamental things about pigeon poses is that we target the hip area. And by targeting the hip area, we're reducing that tension. So in our hips, we have a muscle that wraps all around this hip area here called the psoas muscle. And this muscle, when we are stressed and tense and when we're angry, it really starts to harden and wraps around the hips. And this is fundamentally what a lot of back pain is caused by because of this psoas muscle. So by releasing the hips, we release the psoas and we then become more relaxed. We'll be able to sleep better and our mood swings will be lowered. So you're going to need a few props as well. So I would recommend something for your knees if you've got painful knees, just for when we're in cat-cow. You could just use a blanket if you don't have knee pads, and a couple of bricks. I'm sitting on one, but it's ideal if you have two. And you might want a pillow and a blanket for the end of practice if that's something that you like to have. So I'll meet you on the mat in extended child's pose. So welcome to this practice. So if you can't get your forehead to the floor, grab a block, use your block. Allow the elbows to release into the earth. Allow the palms of your hands to release. And let your hips relax back. And then take a nice big deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. So inhale. Two more. Inhale. So settle in. Start to regulate your breathing as we focus on balancing the hormones and reducing the cortisol level. We just start to tap into our breath. We'll also start to connect with your body and start to notice where there is tension. So let's take our attention to our fingertips. So just for a moment, I just want you to take your hands into a fist. And then release that fist. Put the fingertips onto the floor. And just start to press the fingertips into the earth. And then release them. Just completely release. Just allow the fingertips and the hands to just be weightless. Take your attention to your face. Are you holding any tension in your forehead, eye sockets, cheeks, jaw? Let the face be heavy, allowing that release in the back body. And take this moment to tune in. If you've had a rubbish sleep, or you've had a stressful day, just try to park it for now. We can make it better. We can change what we do to allow that pain, that tension, that stress, that anxiousness to go away. We can control it. It's just finding the right tools and the right technique for you. Now your next inhale, bring your palms either side of your face and press yourself all the way up. Just be careful, just be slow. Bringing your knees into center. Take your palms onto your thighs, draw your shoulders back. Just do some shoulder circles. Just drop your chin to your chest and shake your head no. Then bring your head up and take your chin to the ceiling. If it feels good, shake your head no. Just gently, just mindfully, just waking up the neck and the spine. Come back to center, open the eyes. If you need your props for your cat-cow, get them now. And then bring yourself into tabletop, wrists under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. Tuck the toes, press the feet into the mat. Inhale, drawing yourself up for your cow. And exhale, round the back for cat. Inhale for cow. And exhale for cat. So continue to do this movement as you're breathing in and breathing out. So breathing in for your cow and breathing out for your cat. But try and see if you can intentionally, when you're moving, your movement is coming from your lower back, from your hips. And it's coming all the way up the spine and then all the way back down. Pressing those fingers, those hands into the mat. Breathing in and breathing out. Just getting a nice stretch. And then come back onto your heels, remove any props. And just circle the shoulders. And then we're going to set up for our lizard pose first. So you might want 2 props or you might just need 1. So bring your 2 props at the end of the mat. So either side of your yoga mat. So let's start on our left side first. So you're going to come forward just into your tabletop and then bring your left leg in line with the brick at the front of your mat. And then bring both of your hands onto the block. And then come forward and stretch out this back leg. Tuck the toes and lift up. And then push that foot back. And just stay here for a few breaths. Now I want you to focus on this left leg. So draw this left knee in towards your left elbow. Really press down into that left big toe. Breathe. Release the back knee down and then just release that foot and come all the way back with this left leg as straight as you can and release down. So we do that again, coming forward, tuck those back toes, lift, slide it back, draw the left knee in to the left elbow, making those fingers, those hands, the toes really active as you press into the earth beneath you. Don't forget to breathe. And release. Release the toes, coming back. Release your head. Now come forward in your body. Just keep this right knee down now. And see if you can get your elbows onto your blocks. And then interlace the fingers. Let the head drop. And I want you to take your attention again to your left knee. Drawing that left knee in towards your left elbow. Pressing that big foot, that big toe on your left foot into the mat. Releasing that tension in the hips. Well done. And come all the way up. Come back in space, bringing that left leg round. And we'll have a little breather. So you might feel that this side of your body is just feeling so much more stretched and pulled now. And this is a good warm up to get us ready for our pigeon. But let's do the other side, and then we've opened up both sides. So coming forward, we bring our right foot forward, hands on the block, come forward so your knee is over your ankle. Tuck the back toes, lift up, press in to your big toe of your right foot. Draw that left foot away from you, pressing into all 10 fingers. Draw the right knee into the right elbow. And breathe. Release the back knee down. Coming back and extending this right hip back. Straightening this right leg as much as you can. Pressing into the mat with your palms, releasing the head. And let's do that again. Coming forward, knee over your ankle. Flick the back toes, lift up, pressing back. Drawing that right knee into your right elbow. Drop the head. Being active, pressing that tension out through the hips, and release the back knee down, extending that right knee back as you straighten the right leg, release the head. And release, well done. Bring that right leg back. Down onto your knees for a moment, and then we'll set up for our pigeon. So we're going to start in downward facing dog first. It's just slightly easier to get into it. So what I want you to do with your blocks is have these either side of your mat ready for if you need them. So bringing yourself up into downward facing dog, drop the head, and then just walk the hands out slightly further than you would normally for your down dog. And we'll do the left side first. So bringing your left knee to your left wrist and just take it down like that, extending this left leg back. And now from here, what you need to do is aim to get this foot over to this brick. So just scooch it across on the angle, extending that right leg back. So you're going to be up in space. So you've probably got quite a big gap on your left buttock. Grab your block, pop that under there, and that will keep you upright. And we're going to stay upright just for a moment. So once you've got yourself settled, you want to start to get those hips level. So you've got your block in this side, and you want to start just taking your attention, noticing, is this hip higher? Is this hip higher? And moving with intention, breathing in and breathing out. Take your palms down, and then once you've got your edge, I want you to start coming down onto the mat if it feels good for you, and this is where you can use your other block. So what's quite nice is if you take it on the high edge, put it on an angle, pop your forehead on the block. You can either bring your elbows further forward, interlace the fingers, and then start to focus on your hips. Focus on that release. So you should start to feel the fascia tissue, the tissue that's surrounding all of our joints and muscles, starts to just release, starts to expand and become fluid. That's how we become bendy. So if you're one of those people that say, I can't do yoga, I'm not bendy enough, that's because you need to do yoga. When we start to release that tension, release that fascia tissue, that's when the bend happens. Alright, so let's come out of this and we're going to come fluidly through into down dog. So just remove your block. If you're using it, press yourself up onto your palms. Tuck those back toes in and lift the knee off the mat. Come forward, draw yourself in and up and press yourself back into down dog. And now walk the dog, so moving the arms in if you need to. Take the dog for a bit of a walk. And notice how your left hip feels. Then we'll set up for the other side. So move your block to one side. And then we'll take our left knee and then we move to the other side. So taking our right knee to our right wrist, extend that left leg back, and then moving that left foot, left ankle across towards the left, extending out. And then notice how your hips feel. Pop your prop underneath to give you that stability. You'll start to feel a nice release in the lower back. Keep extending that back leg back. Give you more space. And again, check in on your leveling. How high up are your hips? Get them centered and straight, shoulders back. And if it feels nice to stay here, then stay here. Sometimes it's just nice just to release out in the front body, in the neck. But if you want to come down, then come down using your brick again. Interlace the fingers, widen the elbows, and then find your edge. And just melt in. So we're not jumping down into this pose. This is an active pose, so I want you to be active in your muscles. So you're not just releasing in, it's not a yin pose. For all we've relaxed our front body, I want you to still engage the muscles, engage the glutes, engage the hips. Just working that breath through the hip area, releasing that tension in the fascia tissue. Well done. So from here we'll come back into our down dog, release the brick, pressing the hands in, tuck the toes, and press yourself back into down dog. Let the head hang. Walk the dog. And then we're going to come into a passive variation now. So just pop your blocks at the top of your mat. So left knee to left wrist. Bring your right leg out. And now what I want you to do is I want you to just sit on your left buttock. Bring this foot in line with the front of your yoga mat. And then bring your knee on the other side in line with your back of your heel. So you're kind of in a bit of a ziggy-zaggy position. And we're going to go over the left knee. So you want your blocks, you might need them both, because you're going to take your torso over to the side. So don't overdo this, just go what feels good for you. And then you're going to rest your head like you did earlier on the angle. So take your time to get set up. If you've got problems with your knees, keep your feet flexed. That will just release any tension in the knees, but if not, just let them relax. And now I want you to relax in this pose. Now I want you to become completely passive. So I'm just easing out that tension with this twist. And we'll do the other side. So plant the palms, press yourself all the way up. And an easy trick to do the other side is to simply take your right leg, bring it all the way around and over your knee. Draw your left leg through and come all the way back. And then grab your blocks. take yourself on the angle. And then again, bring yourself around. So you're drawing this left hip around into your twist. It's just a little pigeon variation. And release into it. Just allowing all that tension to release. And if you suffer from quite chronic period pains or endometriosis, I do have a little mini online course on my website you can go and take a look at. I'll pop the details in the description for you. That just gives you a really good starting point to kind of know where to begin. Where can you help yourself each month when you're suffering from this pain? And it can be quite a challenge knowing where to start. And you can also work with me on a monthly basis. I've got different programs available for you if that's something that you wish to look at as a one-to-one coaching. We meet regularly online, and that's a really good way to be accountable. It's difficult when we're trying to change. We need that support, we need that help. And you can take advantage of a free discovery call with me. And again, I'll pop the details of that in the description. So well done. Draw yourself all the way back up. And we're going to just come into a cross-legged position today. So just bring that left leg all the way around and you'll come into your easy pose. If you want to block, grab that now just to bump your hips up. And we're just going to close this practice with a little bit of a meditation, sitting up rather than going into a full Shavasana. But if Shavasana is something that you need, then after the meditation, by all means, lie back and take yourself to your Shavasana. But until now, let's close the eyes. Bring your palms to prayer and just tilt your chin to your chest. And we'll just take a moment to notice gratitude and notice what we have right now. The accessibility of connecting with our body through breath. We have the ability to change. We have the toolkit to help with our pain. And we can live a life of wellness if we focus our attention on what our body needs. So just take your palms down to your knees, palms facing up. And just let that gratitude practice resonate with you for a moment. Just listen to the music and just allow it to wash over you. Change is difficult, but it is achievable when you have the right tools and the right tribe. Bring your palms into prayer. And we tilt our head. Namaste. So thank you so much for joining me in this practice today. I hope you've learned something useful for your cortisol levels. And in our next practice, if you're following me in this series, we'll be looking at the amazing posture, legs up the wall, which is the most relaxed and lazy yoga posture I think there probably is, and you're gonna love it. So I'll see you on the mat for legs up the wall, and obviously you'll need access to a wall, so I'll see you against this wall. Namaste.